What I'd like to talk about today are some of the things that our organization is doing to help journals publishers make print subscriptions profitable again. Before I get into the details of how we do that, I'd just like to share with you a little bit of our thinking and how we see the problem and put it in a context for you. Traditionally, there have always been two main categories of costs associated with the actual production, the management, and distribution of printed journals. One of those categories are the overhead costs that are required to make it happen. These are fixed costs. And then there are also the variable costs associated with the actual number of journals that are being produced. And historically, in proportion to these overhead costs, the manufacturing variable costs have always been, when print volumes were high, a much greater percentage of the pie. But what has happened recently? This dynamic has changed. Today what we see is that the fixed overhead costs are about the same as they've always been. But here's what's changed. As the demand for printed editions has gone down, the print volumes have gone down as well. And today, that variable cost associated with the ink, the paper, and the distribution of the journals has become proportionally a much smaller piece of the total pie when it comes to the cost of printed subscriptions. And so what I'm going to share with you today is our approach to handling this new dynamic, to looking at the whole picture and understanding how to manage all aspects of it so that we get our publishers' total cost down to a point where print subscriptions are once again profitable.